Hi guys, welcome back to DeFi Daily. Today we're going to talk about the different tools that you can use right now in order to stay on track with what's going on into the market, plus some kind of analytics that can really help you to take a better decision. Some of these tools that I will show you are for free, others are requiring some kind of a premium subscription. I will tell you which are the advantages, what are the use cases for each of them. And just before to start, guys, I want to add simply something, because just the other day my mom called me and told me, "Oh my God, Alberto, what is happening to your eyebrow?" And I was telling, why? I was simply trying to cut something like that, and I had a problem with my razor blade. Nothing to worry about, because she was so scared. "Are you sick? What's happening?" And I tell her, "Don't worry, I'm just quite stupid in the moment when I'm trying to use the razor blade, but everything is quite fine." Okay, guys, let's start immediately. Let me say that if you are new to the channel, guys, remember to subscribe, and if you enjoy this content, remember always to leave a big thumbs up, drop a comment. That's just so helpful for the algorithm, that you are really helping us to grow, and it's also something that we really much appreciate. Remember also that this channel is about educational content and nothing has to be intended as financial advice. If you want to invest in anything, that's great, but always on research first. Okay, guys, let's start immediately. I want to start with DeFi Llama. I know that is a tool that maybe most of you are already using it and they are already knowing it. But there are a couple of new features that maybe are quite interesting that I would like to share them with you. First of all, they have added the opportunity to just click on some, because this feature is not available for all the different protocols. But if you click on some of them, you will find other additional charts that are also telling you what are the inflows. This one, USD inflows and token inflows. Here, if you are seeing bars that are below the zero, it means that are withdrawals. So resources that are going from the protocol outside the protocol. It could be liquidation, or simply could be people that are withdrawing their funds because they are not believing anymore that this is the right time to stay into the protocol. And it's quite interesting because it's not only a matter, because if we are only checking, for example, if we go back and we are only checking this chart here, when the market is dumping, that's quite normal to see a downside into the total value locked. But what we really care is the amount of tokens that are inside the ecosystem, if this amount is growing or it is going below. And this is something that you can retrieve this kind of information from this chart below, token inflows, because the token inflows is just the amount of token, nothing related to the price. So that's an information that could be quite useful. Another upgrade that has been just added by DeFi Llama that personally I really love it is the daily news Roundup. And here you can find different news that are coming mainly from Twitter. You can just click on them. For example, let's say this one, the Solana that is releasing the mobile version. It is something that you can retrieve directly from DeFi Llama. So through a single protocol, so it's from a single platform, you can receive different updates from a quantitative point of view, from news, so qualitative, and also different stats. Like in this case, you can find different information about stable coins. Down here, you can also find some yield opportunity. Even if in the moment when we are talking about yield opportunities, personally, I rather prefer to go with CoinDex, or maybe even much easier is using directly an aggregator like DeFi Finance or any other aggregator that you can use. As I was telling you also different times, in the moment when we are talking about finding the best yield opportunity, it is something that is not so easy. It's not just a matter to check a single platform like could be CoinDex or Beefy, because many times some protocol is not tracked, some pool is not tracked by these platforms. So it really depends how much time do you have, how much effort do you want to put into this research. So if you have time, maybe there are several other ways that you can use in order to increase your probability to find out the best yield opportunity. And the best way is just starting with the different protocols and going one by one, checking them, what are the opportunities, or using Twitter to find opportunities that are maybe shared by the other users. Going through other tools that are free, for sure, Token Terminal is one of them. It is a platform that I have been showing you many times for the simple reason that is giving us the state of art of what is the DeFi situation. As you can see here, you can find different information about revenue protocols, and you can find the charts, you can decide a time frame, and as you can see in the last 300 and in the last year, and also the breakdown into the same period. For example, here again, you will see that the amount of revenues is decreasing, and that's a bad sign because it's showing us that the traction, that the amount of users and the amount of transactions that are going through the different protocols is going, unfortunately, down. Another idea could be using a DeBank. DeBank is offering you this Web3 social ranking that is showing you what are some of the most popular addresses, and you can click on them and just having the breakdown on what they are doing into the blockchain. That's quite interesting because it is showing you also in which kind of assets they are investing and also what kind of protocols they are using. Because in the moment, for example, when you click on it, you can also start some research on it. For example, if you click on Rari Capital, you will find the breakdown of the different users that are using this protocol. This is also the way that we have been using in order to find out that on average it was a user, the one from the 3 Arrows Capital, that were at risk of being liquidated, because you can check for each whale what are their behaviors and what they are doing. For example, we are having here a user that is having something like 8 million on that protocol. Going on, we have another service that I really love, even if it's not free. We are talking about Nansen. Here you have the opportunity to sign up for free, even if after that you will have, in order to have the full potential of the platform, you will need a subscription. But in case you don't want to invest, but you want to still have some information that is coming from Nansen, what I highly recommend you is to follow different Twitter accounts that are they are sharing different news ideas that are coming directly from the on-chain analysis that are provided by Nansen. You can follow Nansen Intern, Nansen Alpha, the Nansen official account, or also this account here from Alex that is also the CEO of Nansen Artificial Intelligence. Going on, because there are another couple of useful tools. In this case, we are talking about the Kingfisher.io. That is another paid service that is tracking different liquidation thresholds. In order to explain it to you better, I want to use this screenshot here that is coming from their Twitter account. And as you can see, this is showing you the different liquidation threshold. This is something that is quite useful because what we are used to see is sometimes some kind of flash pump or flash dump. In that case, what simply happens is a cascade of liquidation events that could be liquidating long or shorts. And in that moment, when many shorts are liquidated, the price will pump dramatically. And the opposite, the moment when many longs will be liquidated. And in the moment when you know what are the hot prices, the hot levels, you will also have a better understanding on in which direction the price can move. So that's something that could be also an idea. Maybe even if you don't care to activate an account there, you can simply follow their Twitter account in order to have some update from them. Another tool that is doing something quite similar could be Parsec Finance. Also in this case, we are talking about a premium service that is offering you some kind of paid service. But also in this case, if you go to on Twitter, you can find many different users that are mentioning data from Parsec Finance. For example, this user is sharing that on Parsec Finance, it looks like that on ETH, there are something like 120 million liquidation near to $900. So through all of this data, you can start to better understand how the market can move according to which level of price it can be reached. In any case, don't worry, I will leave also all the links that can be useful for you in order to retrieve different information into the description below, so you can also go even deeper into this kind of tools. Another tool that is quite interesting is the block research. That is mainly a free tool. Obviously, you will have also a more advanced part from the premium one, but you can retrieve many information just simply from the free version. And also in this case, you can find information about spot, future, on-chain metrics, data from DeFi, number of transactions, number of users, and so on. Another platform that I was using is Token Metrics, that is giving you some insight on the different assets. This tool is quite more expensive, so it really depends what kind of research you want to do. So this is something I'm just sharing, which are different tools, and I will be more than happy to listen. What are your ideas if you're using any other tool? What is your favorite one? What is the one that in your opinion is much more worth it, in which one you should invest, or at least if there is some of them that is completely free, and how we should use it. And I will be more than happy to listen from all of these ideas. Just let me know into the comment section below. So Token Metrics is another one. You can find also different rankings, or at least this was how it was working until a couple of months ago, because in the last couple of months I haven't been using it so much. But here you can find some information, total market cap, and other kind of analytics. That was the last tool, or at least the real last tool. I want to just add probably the most important tool that you can use at this point, especially if you don't have the time, or if you are a long-term investor, if you don't have really skills to trade. So pay attention, because this phase is literally delicate, and that's something that I will suggest to you, use it to learn more. Otherwise, it is just much better to simply go to the beach. It's much better into this phase. Go relax, because just looking at the chart, you will find nothing useful. It will simply show you a downtrend that will, unfortunately, with any probability, it will last for some time. And even if we will get some kind of bounce, it is just dangerous if you are not able to manage correctly the whole situation. That's the reason why probably it's just much better to relax, accept this kind of phase, because this is something that is pretty natural into this market, because the market is so young. So this kind of pump and dump are quite normal. And relax, wait for the best time that it will come, and in that moment we will start again to push and to start earning again. Guys, let me know what you think about the whole stuff. Let me know what is your favorite tool, and I will see you tomorrow with another video. Remember guys, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, and remember, if you enjoy this content, leave a big thumbs up, drop a comment. That's something that is just a small effort for you, but really a lot for us. Thank you for following me, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye guys.